is Michelle with Pink and Maine, and today we are going to make some cards with our May 2020 Crafty Courtyard Kit. The theme is Wear a Smile, and it has this fun t-shirt in the stamp set along with lots of little icons and phrases you can put inside. So let's get started. The first one we're going to make is super simple. I always like to use the postcard. I mean, why waste it? Throw it away. This is just the postcard that comes in the kit that has the information on the back. So we're going to just, this month, it makes a really cute card almost by itself. So I've just got a white card base. I've taken the green cardstock and I've cut it just a hair smaller than the card base. And then I've taken some of our stop sign colored sparkle sheets. This is not part of the kit this month, but this color really matches well with the kit contents, I thought. So I thought I would throw some of that in there. So I've layered that just slightly smaller than the green layer, and then I cut the postcard down just a little bit. So if you'll notice, if you have the postcard in front of you, it has some stripes on the end, and you can actually cut those stripes off and use them on another card as well. So let's glue these layers down. So there we have a nice card, and just finish it off. I think I'm going to add some of the enamel shapes that are included in the box. Let's see, I like this blue color here. So there we have just a super simple but cute card that is easy to go in the mail. It's fairly flat and it's ready to go. For our next card, I used the stencil that comes in the kit, and we call the stencil Cool Cubes because it's kind of these cube shapes, but they have stripes in them. And it's just a really cool geometric pattern. And what I did is I stamped the t-shirt on some white cardstock that comes in the kit, and with some lime green ink and our Pink and Maine ergonomic blender brush, say that 3 times fast, I just blended that green ink right onto the t-shirt with that stencil. And the blender brush, if you haven't tried it, you've got to get one. It just makes blending ink so easily. I have a video using the brush, and I'll have more coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that. So I just made like my own little pattern t-shirt with the stencil and some ink, and I also stamped and colored the little rainbow heart that's in the stamp set, and the sentiment "I love you," which has a hand signal, the sign language hand signal for "I love you" on with it, but I just inked up and stamped the sentiment. So, and then I just created some rectangle layers. I used that patterned dotted red cardstock for the base layer, which is cut just slightly smaller than the white card base. And then I did 2 smaller rectangles, one in the nice teal and then one in the pattern paper from the paper pack that has that rainbow heart all over it. And I thought it went well with what I put on the shirt there. So we'll just layer these all together. Okay, so I layered all those parts together. I decided to raise up these smaller rectangles just to give the card a little bit dimension with some foam adhesive. So that's our card so far. I think I want to add some of our sequins that came in the exclusive sequin mix that's in this kit. And aren't they gorgeous? I love the pop of gold in there. I just think it works really well with the kit colors and this tan color that's in the papers. So there we have our finished card. Just a couple little sequins there. And I love to sometimes just tuck one underneath like a popped up layer. It just adds a nice little finished look to the card. So I think that is super fun. I love the pattern on the shirt. I'm gonna have to make some more of those. For our next card, I'm going to make a more horizontal card rather than vertical. And I think this is going to be my dad's card for Father's Day. I don't think he watches the videos, but if he does, oops, surprise ruined. So I have cut, so you do get some of our gold sparkle sheets in the kit, and I have cut with our scalloped rectangle dies. The largest scallop rectangle, and we're going to layer that down first. And then with this pattern paper from the paper pack in the kit, I die cut with our stitched rectangle set 1. I die cut the second largest one in that set 1, and it layers perfectly with our scallop rectangle dies. And I really like the crowns on this one. It matches the motif on the t-shirt. And next I cut some of the striped paper from the paper pack. And I just cut, I think it's about 1.25 inches or 1.5 inches, a little strip to go across here just to add some more colors in to the card. And then I cut a 1/4 inch strip the same width to go across the bottom there just to pull in a little more glitter and a little more gold. I decided to add some foam adhesive to the t-shirt to pop it up off the card a little bit and just add some dimension there. And the last thing I'm going to do on this card is add some of the enamel dots. And there we have another finished card. And these just come together so quickly. On the t-shirt here, I stamped the stamp that says, "It's your day, you deserve the royal treatment," and it's got the crown there. And I think this makes the perfect, I mean, you can use it for any special occasion, a birthday or anything, but I'm definitely going to use that one for Father's Day. For our next card, I created a card base with the light craft cardstock that's in the kit. I really love this light craft cardstock here. It's not quite as brown as like craft paper is usually like a lunch bag brown. And this is a lighter color, which I really like. It still has the fibers of a craft paper, so you get that nice look to it. So I've got a card base made with that. I die cut with our stitched rectangle dies a piece smaller than the card base in this really pretty plaid from the paper pack. So I'm going to adhere that down. And next, I mean, this is just a really simple card that comes together so fast and easy, but yet just has a really nice look to it and some nice textures. So I stamped the t-shirt on that light craft paper, and I put "You're the bee's knees" stamp on the inside, and it's so quick and easy just to color that bee. A little bit of yellow. I put a little teal on his wings to match the pattern paper, and I thought it just came out really cute. I wanted to use one of the mixed media tags that are in the kit. You get, I believe, about four different tags, and they're all different media. They're different textures, they're different materials, and I thought it would be really neat to add like different looks to things. So I've got this big burlap tag here, and I think I'm going to take some of the twine from the kit, and I'm going to tie just a knot and leave some loose twine up there. And I just kind of roughly layer the twine up. I have 4 layers here. I think that'll be nice just to give it a little more oomph instead of just one strand. So there, I just tied a simple knot. I say simple, but you saw me struggle there a little bit with I got all my layers kind of mixed up together while tying it. And then I'm just going to trim the edges off just a little bit so they're more uniform. Okay, so now we have a nice little fringe there at the top of our tag. So I'm just going to glue this tag down to the card. And you'll probably want to use like a liquid glue rather than a tape runner to glue down something with this much texture to it. I've been using this Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, and I am loving it. It's a new to me, and I believe they're a fairly new company. But this glue works so well, and I have to say, the bottle is easy to squeeze. I have very weak hands. It's the reason I came out with the ergonomic blender brush, is because I had trouble grasping the other popular long-handled brushes and just keeping control with it easily. So I'm always looking for glue bottles that are easy to squeeze, but also have really good glue, and you get different tips. So they have this really fine tip I have on here, and I just keep the pen that comes with the tips. I just keep the pen down in there to keep it from getting clogged. But they can ship this glue in any kind of weather. You don't have to worry about the freeze or anything. And something just aside from how it works, their refill bottle comes and it's bear shaped, kind of like the honey bear bottles. So this is a really good glue. I've been liking that. Again, I'm going to add some foam adhesive to the back of the t-shirt. And here's our fourth card. I love how this came out. I like the look of the texture with the tag and this light craft paper, the plaid behind it. And it just, as you see, it just comes together so simple. Sometimes it's really nice just to grab a kit that everything coordinates together, everything matches, and you just pull papers out, you cut them to size, and you stamp the images and you put them together, and you get nice looking cards, but they didn't take you, the entire day to do one. And sometimes you want cards that take you an entire day, and sometimes you just want some clean and simple cards that don't take so much time. So for our next card, I stamped a t-shirt this time on one of the pattern papers. So I've got this polka dot from the paper pack, and I stamped Hello Handsome, and I like how that came out. I have 2 strips. I used the dark brown cardstock and a strip of these little arrows here. And then I die cut the green with our stitched rectangle dies. And you'll notice it looks a little glossy or shiny. One thing I kind of threw in the kit that I didn't let you know that was going to be in there, a little surprise, is you're going to get a roll of clear tape. And this tape, it's not really washy tape because it's clear tape, so it's kind of like a clear Scotch type tape. But it says hello, 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 hello on the tape. So it's really fun, and I thought it went well with everything in the kit, so I kind of threw it in as a surprise for you. So what I did with the tape here is I took my rectangle and I just layered the tape. As you can see, I cut it and just folded it back so it's stick on the back of the paper, so I didn't have to trim it along the edge. And I just created kind of like my own background paper, so it's slightly glossy and it says hello all over it. And I thought it went well with the Hello Handsome that I stamped on the shirt. So I decided to pop up the t-shirt again, and I'm just going to center that in the card there. So with the stripe coming down the side, add some interest and pattern. And then I'm going to use some of the wood veneer pieces that were in the kit. And these are the stars, and I'm going to add those down on the bottom. I'm going to add the middle one first so that I can more easily judge my space of how close they need to be together to fit in that space right there. And I love with liquid glue how you have a few seconds usually to play around with your spacing and placement. So here is our card all done. Just, again, super cute and super simple and easy to do. For our last card, I'm going to use another one of those mixed media tags. This time I'm using the metal rimmed circular tag, and I noticed that the "You Are Always in My Heart" stamp fit perfectly in this tag. And so this card we're going to make doesn't have the t-shirt on it. So you can make cards without using the t-shirt image if you want. I'm going to get some twine to put in the tag. So there I have some twine on the tag. I'm just going to trim the edges off again. And just tied a double knot. For our card, I did incorporate the t-shirt in this card actually. I used the patterned paper with all those little t-shirts on it with their cute little images. And I just layered a piece of the teal cardstock, cut slightly smaller than our card base. And then the t-shirt paper, a little bit smaller than the teal cardstock. And then I did about 1¼ inch strip with the stripe pattern, and then a little 1/4 inch strip of the dark brown. And we will just adhere all of that together. And just a little something, as you can see, I make the most of this cardstock. It has an extra little 1/2 inch strip here at the end that has the barcode, but if you use the other side of it, you can totally use this 1/2 inch of the paper. So it gives you like an extra little 1/2 inch to use. So there's the base of our card. So really cute. But I think I want to add some of these wood veneer hearts. Since the sentiment says you're always in my heart, I want to add those as part of the design. So let's figure out where they will look the best. And here's our finished card. Really cute, simple. You've got nice different dimension and textures here. On these wood veneer pieces, you could very easily take your markers and color them in so that they match everything, or you can use them just plain like they are. They have a nice, wood color that does coordinate really well with the kit. So I hope you've enjoyed this video where we have made some really awesome cards with the May 2020 Crafty Courtyard box. Look at that one. As of right now, you can still head over and subscribe to our Crafty Courtyard. We do have some of the May kits left, not a lot, but we do have some. I went out of my comfort zone with this kit. It's definitely, a little more masculine look to it, but it can be used for so many occasions and so many things. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. It's nice to challenge yourself and do something different. So this is definitely different from me, but I love the results. So until next time, my friends, stay safe, healthy, and crafty, and keep living the creative life. Someone's pouting after I told him he couldn't help me make cards. Echo loves the Crafty Courtyard kits.